Welcome to episode number 319, and I'm just back from hosting the Ayurvedic Rejuvenation Retreat in Bali with a wonderful group of like-minded people. And in this episode, I'm going to share a little bit about that experience and the wonderful healing that we received on the island of the gods. So please stay tuned. Hi there, I'm your host Colette, and on this podcast I will be sharing the teachings of Ayurveda, yoga, and holistic health practices. Now, if you're new to Ayurveda, I recommend checking out the first couple of episodes where I do an introduction to Ayurveda and the mind-body types. Thanks for listening, and now here's a new episode. Hey there, it's Colette, and welcome back to the Elements of Ayurveda podcast. I'm just back from the retreat in Bali, and I want to share that experience with you and talk a little bit about that today. It was really wonderful being back in Bali after almost 10 years, and it certainly has changed a lot. With lots of new construction, the roads were definitely a lot busier. However, that beautiful Bali energy was still there. The retreat program started in Amrita City Ayurvedic Clinic on December 4th. And the clinic is located in a village that's just 10 minutes from Ubud called New Kuning. It's a really beautiful, quiet village separated from the busyness of Ubud by the famous monkey forest. And it's actually just a short walk beside the monkey forest to get to Ubud, which is the main town. Now, Ubud is located in the center of the island. It's about an hour and a half's drive from the airport, which the busy traffic now takes a little longer, but it's away from all the tourist area of the coastline. And this is a beautiful area. And like I said, New Kuning is just 10 minutes away from Ubud, and it's a really quiet, calm village. And I met all the wonderful people who were participating in the retreat at the clinic on December 4th, and we began our journey. It started with an Ayurvedic consultation with the doctor, and then after the consultation, the doctor tailored the program to each person's needs. Now, we were registered for the 7-day rejuvenation program. And so depending on each participant's needs, the program was tweaked. And so it was really a great individualized approach. And each day we started with yoga class, and there was a couple of options. We could either do a hatha yoga class or a restorative class. And again, it was really tuning into how we felt and what our needs were. And then we would usually meet in the restaurant afterwards for breakfast, and each person received their tailored food. And you can check out my Instagram posts for the photos of the amazing food. The food was really delicious. And after breakfast, then we normally had 2 hours of treatments each day with a therapist who was assigned to each person. And in episode number 5 of this podcast, Ayurvedic Healing in Bali, I talked about working at Amrita City when I had my first Panchakarma there back in 2014. And there was a lot of the same staff still working there, which was amazing. And the team that works at Amrita City, they really are truly amazing. And they're the people who make the whole experience so nurturing. They're locals who come to Amrita City every day and really pour their heart and their wonderful energy into their work. And everyone bonds with their therapist over the program, and everybody on the staff, from the reception to the restaurant to the therapist, housekeeping, gardeners, they're so friendly and they're really invested in the process. So getting back to the treatments, each day we had the 2 hours of treatments, and that consisted of anything from Uptan, which is a herbal powder scrub, to Abhyanga, the oil massage, to Shirodhara, the oil pouring on the forehead, to Perichil, which is the medicated oil poured over the body, and also warm herbal poultices. And of course, the treatments were tailored to each person's needs, and the type of oil was also tailored to each person. And after your 2 hours of therapies, you just come out feeling amazing. Every day, there was also a class provided by Amrita Siddhi, from Ayurvedic cooking to Ayurvedic Q&A to making some creative Balinese offerings. And I'll put a photo of that up there on the Instagram post along with this podcast episode. So check that out. And they also had herbal walks as well. So lots of great classes provided. And my retreat group got together every evening before dinner as well to have our Ayurvedic class. And my focus was supporting their program by going on an educational journey and building awareness around the overarching objective of Ayurveda, which is the path to self-realization. So we went through the layers of the body, or the koshas of the body, and really creating this awareness around peeling back the layers while they're on this journey. And it really was a wonderful group of like-minded individuals who came together and bonded during this week by opening up and sharing with each other. It really was a truly special group. And I really appreciate the openness and the sharing from each individual that joined the group. When we're vulnerable with each other, we really connect deeply. And during these 7 days, the group really bonded. It was such a beautiful time. And as I said, I'm really grateful to each of the retreat participants for showing up, bringing their beautiful energy and openness, and really making it so special. It was truly a pleasure for me. The setting, of course, of Amrita Siddhi is, like I always say, a healing cocoon. It certainly had grown since I was working there 10 years previous. There was more accommodation, more treatment rooms, and a beautiful pool. And the grounds are so beautiful that you really don't want to leave this calming, supportive environment during your treatment. And once you leave the grounds, your senses are exposed to the outside world with lots of traffic noise and so on. But during your treatment, it is advised to stay within the grounds so that you can really stay in that healing mindset. And there's plenty to keep you entertained each day between treatments and classes and chatting with the other guests, or just resting in your lovely room. Plus, you're winding down early each evening to ensure that you get adequate rest during your treatment. And there's no Wi-Fi in the rooms, which is wonderful. So that temptation is not there to scroll. However, there are assigned areas for Wi-Fi in the library and in the reception. So if you need to hop on Wi-Fi, it is available. But of course, it's advised to avoid too much screen time during your treatment. And Amrita Siddhi just provides this opportunity to really disconnect from the outside world and really enter into a deep healing process. And that's the amazing thing about doing a panchakarma at Amrita Siddhi. You take time out of your normal life. You go inward, you heal, you reflect, and it truly is an amazing opportunity. And I feel very fortunate to have had this opportunity to travel to Bali, share this special rejuvenation retreat with the other participants. However, I know this opportunity is not available to everyone because it really is an investment in money and time between the Panchakarma program and the travel. It can be expensive. And this is why I designed my at-home Digestive Reset Cleanse program. It's a great alternative. It's not a full Panchakarma, but it is a great reset. And you still get the benefits of resetting your body and mind while making sure that you can continue to meet your obligations in your life. And it is obviously a lot more affordable. My next discounted group cleanse is starting February 2nd, 2024. And if that date doesn't work for you, then check out my private cleanse where you can choose a date that works for your schedule. Now, both the discounted group and the private cleanse come with a 90-minute online consultation so that I can have an in-depth chat with you and I can check into your current health status and tailor the cleanse to your health needs and to your lifestyle. The format of the private and the group cleanse are the same. The only difference being that the group cleanse has set dates and it comes with a private forum where we can communicate with each other. Whereas the private cleanse, you get to choose your own dates and you have me one-on-one for support. Now, there are no live components to the cleanse. So it doesn't matter where in the world you are because all the educational webinars are pre-recorded along with the yoga videos and the pranayama meditation tutorials.
There's also a recipe booklet provided, and I tailor the recipes to your needs in your private consultation. My goal is to make this cleanse as stress-free as possible. So batch cooking is possible. And again, I tailor this information to you, along with tailoring the self-care and the mindfulness practices to you and your lifestyle. So don't worry if you have a busy lifestyle with lots of obligations. The cleanse is totally doable while taking care of your day-to-day responsibilities. You're also eating throughout this cleanse, so there's no long periods of fasting. Now, you may have heard the recent episodes of clients sharing their experience on the cleanse, and it truly brings me great joy to support and guide people on their journey with Ayurveda. If you're interested in joining the next group cleanse on February 2nd or private cleanse, then check out the link in the show notes or visit my website, elementshealingandwellbeing.com. You'll find the group cleanse details under the events and the private cleanse under the programs page. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me before you book. You can take advantage of my free 15-minute Services Enquiry Call. We can hop on Zoom and I can answer all of your questions. So there you go. I just wanted to share the wonderful Bali experience with you, and check out the photos on Instagram or Facebook. I'll put the link in the show notes. And finally, before I finish up this episode, I'd like to wish you all a very happy holiday season and to thank each of you for supporting the podcast this past year by listening and sharing the podcast also. I really appreciate that. And I look forward to bringing you lots more podcast episodes in 2024. So wishing you a very happy and healthy holiday season. And I look forward to hopefully connecting with you in 2024. Take good care of yourself, be well, and bye for now. Slán go fóill.